Cowley Abbott is proud to have showcased significant works by Emily Carr through our major auctions, representing the full scope of the painter's remarkable career. This fall, we present a very rare and special selection of Carr's artwork, highlighting key moments in the painter's life and artistic evolution, illustrating why she remains one of Canada's most celebrated and globally admired artists. In 1910, Emily Carr left Victoria for France to immerse herself in the European avant-garde and advance her artistic training. Soon after arriving, Carr was pleased to learn that her teacher in France, Harry Gibb, liked her use of color, encouraging her realization that one could paint using color that did not match the setting being depicted. This inspired Carr to produce an extraordinary amount of work in the months that followed. The earliest of the artworks by Carr on offer this fall, 1911's Forest Landscape, reflects this transformation, replacing muted naturalism with bold color, strong structure, and a vivid sense of nature's living energy. Also painted during her time in France, Emily Carr's French Girl was completed near the end of her time overseas while studying watercolor in Brittany. In the coastal town of Concarneau, Carr worked under New Zealand artist Francis Hodgkins, capturing the crooked streets and lively residents of the old fortified port. Carr recalled, "I worked with fresh, gay vigor. I learned a lot and was happy." French Girl stands as a rare and revealing glimpse of Carr's engagement with the human figure during a pivotal stage in her artistic growth. Painted in 1912, Pole of Harhu Kispiox reflects Emily Carr's visit to the Gixon village of Anne's Payox, known then as Kispiox, during her trip to document northern BC First Nations villages and totem poles. This commanding work reveals Carr's artistic transformation following her training in France. Art historian Gerda Murray notes how Carr boldly flattens the space into intense yet modulated expanses of color, outlined with curving forms and patterned areas. The totem pole glows with lilac, blue, and violet tones, set against the richly colored plank houses behind it, creating a bright, sunlit, and decorative composition. From an early age, Carr was deeply inspired by the Indigenous communities near Victoria and Vancouver. She sought to understand and share the meaning of the poles, helping to educate settlers about the Indigenous traditions she so admired. A work of both artistic and cultural importance, Pole of Harhu Kispiox makes its auction debut with Cowley Abbott this fall. Moving a decade later into Carr's career, the fall live auction includes a small collection of Klee Wyck pottery. Klee Wyck, meaning Laughing One, was the name given to Emily Carr by members of the new Chenmilth Nation. Carr later used this name as the title of her autobiography and as the signature on much of her pottery from this period during the mid to late 1920s. Drawing inspiration from the Indigenous iconography of the West Coast, she began producing hooked rugs and later pottery from her Victorian home, catering to the local tourist market. Carr created the pottery using a kiln built in her backyard and would then hand paint the objects. Offered as a single lot during the fall auction, the selection includes 2 small pots, one with a beaver motif, and a beautifully painted candle holder. With 1939's tree bowls in September, we enter the mature period of Emily Carr's career. Though her body of work was vast and varied, it's her silent forests and towering trees that have come to define the painter's visual legend of the West Coast. During this period, Carr saw nature and life as expressions of pure energy. In the early 1930s, she adopted a new technique, oil on paper, diluting oil paint with turpentine to capture both the richness of the oil and the spontaneity of watercolor. In this striking composition, Carr achieves a perfect balance of structure and fluidity. The dense forest swells with movement, its flowing forms rising towards a sliver of sky above. Rich, blended colors form a vibrant canopy, while the tall tree trunks draw the viewer's gaze upward into the light. Spanning almost 30 years of her career, we are thrilled to share this exceptional selection of Emily Carr's work with collectors at our upcoming previews in Calgary, Montreal, and Toronto, leading to the Cowley Abbott Select Masterworks of Canadian Art live auction on November 26th at Toronto's Globe and Mail Centre.